Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Divit, and in today's video, I'll be giving you a full no-nonsense review of Hostinger for WordPress. I'll cover everything you need to know when it comes to hosting for this particular provider, from how fast it is compared to other hosting providers, to how much it really costs, to how good their customer support is, and whether the features are actually useful. Plus, I'll share real user reviews and my personal experience using Hostinger so that you can decide if it's the right host for you. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly if Hostinger is the right fit for your website or if you should look elsewhere. So with that said, let's get right into it. Now, the very first thing I want to talk about is what does WordPress themselves have to say about Hostinger? If we take a look at this page over here, this is basically WordPress's main website, wordpress.org/hosting. And on this page, they're basically saying that there are hundreds of thousands of WordPress hosts out there, the vast majority of which meet the WordPress requirement. They further go on to say, we've dealt with more hosts than you can imagine, and in our opinion, the hosts below represent some of the best and brightest hosting in the world. Okay, so they're basically recommending these particular hosts for WordPress. And if we scroll down over here, we can see that Hostinger is one of the hosts that they recommend. In the blurb over here, they're basically saying it's trusted by 2.5 million clients. They offer fast and secured managed WordPress hosting. You get free domains and SSL and a whole bunch of other features like 24/7 support and the things I'll cover in this video. Now we can take this a step further and take a look at what actual customers are saying about Hostinger, if they like the product or not. So if we go to Trustpilot over here, we can see that Hostinger has a rating of 4.7 out of 5, so an extremely high rating, and it has 42,000 reviews. All right, so it's very highly reviewed and it's reviewed by a lot of people. Now, if we go ahead and compare this to, for example, Bluehost, so that's another recommended WordPress host, we can see that it outranks Bluehost quite a bit. It has more reviews, double the reviews actually, and it has a rating of 4.7 versus Bluehost, which has only 4.3 out of 5. So it's clearly the winner. We can go ahead and compare it to another company like SiteGround, which is another very popular WordPress web host, and we can see it has a comparable rating in terms of 4.8 out of 5. However, SiteGround only has 20,000 reviews, while Hostinger has close to 42,000 reviews. That's why I think that this is another great metric to go ahead and take a look at because you can go ahead and read what all of these people are saying about this particular company. Now, once we have that understanding, the next thing I want to go ahead and touch on is support and how good Hostinger provides customer support. So if we take a look at this slide over here, there's a couple things I want to talk about. So here we can see that Hostinger is telling us that their team is readily accessible and offers 24/7 assistance in 11 languages. The average wait time is about 3 minutes, so it's very, very fast. And they have personalized support, AI chatbots, and a whole bunch of other features that are available to you. But what's really cool about Hostinger is beyond their live chat support and just, being able to talk to real people in different languages, they have a library of all kinds of resources and a huge community you can bank on. So they have a website called Hostinger Tutorials where you can go ahead and read how to go ahead and set up your website. They have a knowledge base and they have a YouTube channel, all of which I'll show you right now. So we can see right here, this is their YouTube channel. They have about 300,000 subscribers and more than 600 videos. And they have all kinds of videos on how to make websites, how to go ahead and configure your hosting or settings. And you can go ahead and take a look at all of the different playlists right here from their webinars to their hosting tutorials. And a whole bunch of other things are available over here. Okay, so that's one good thing. And then similarly over here, they have their knowledge base. So if you have questions specifically to your H panel or specific technical questions, you can go over here and then just go ahead and read whatever you want. It's all available to you. And then right here, again, they have another website called Hosting a Tutorial, similar to their YouTube channel, where you can go ahead and read text-based articles and figure out if there's anything that you can go ahead and use to fix your problems. So if I go back over here, this is my account with Hostinger. We can see that we can access their customer support by pressing this help option over here. And then you can go ahead and choose a topic. So I can go ahead and choose, for example, new services. I can just start a live chat. And when I go ahead and do that, this pop-up comes up. I can go ahead and search for help, or I can just go ahead and send in a message, right? So I can just go ahead and type in, I need help with web hosting. And they should get back to me within about 2 to 3 minutes. All right. So it's really that quick. And that's why this is a very good host provider for all of your particular needs and requirements. So with that in mind, now the next thing I want to go ahead and talk about is speed. So now when it comes to speed, there's a whole bunch of different things you can go ahead and consider. The first thing I want to go ahead and show you is this blog by WP Beginner, which is a very respected blog in the WordPress space. So this is the blog right here where they're basically saying 8 fastest WordPress hosting in 2025. So they compared all of these different hosts for us. And if we scroll down right here, we can see that Hostinger is one of the 8 and it beats up even a lot of these hosts over here. Okay, so that's another great touch point that you can go ahead and lean on when it comes to speed. One thing I want to point out over here when it comes to speed is that they have features that you can go ahead and use. For example, you can go ahead and use the Lightspeed web servers and the LSCWP cache plugin. It's basically a plugin, which is this one right here that you can go ahead and use, which is integrated with Hostinger. And we can see that this is a very highly rated plugin of 4.8 star out of 5 that will just basically help you have a faster website. Similarly, over here, they have a Hostinger CDN, which is basically a content delivery network that you can go ahead and install, which again just speeds up your website, and Hostinger has it basically created for you. Now, the next thing I want to go ahead and talk about is their pricing plans. So if we go back to Hostinger's main website and just take a look at their hosting for WordPress, we can see that right here they have 4 different plans available. Now, they have all kinds of exclusive deals depending on when you're watching this video. I have a link in the description. If you go ahead and click that link, you will have access to the best deal that is currently available with Hostinger. And right now, we can see that you get 2 free months with a 48-month plan, and you basically go ahead and save 75%. The link in the description is an affiliate link. You'll be supporting the channel at no added cost to you. It's a product I use myself, and that's why I recommend it. So we can see when it comes to some of the features with each of these different plans, you can go ahead and put in about 100 websites, or in this case, 300 websites. So you're not just limited to one particular website, and you have a whole bunch of different options. So for example, if your WordPress website will get about 25,000 visits per month, then this is a plan, 100,000, and this is a plan, and then so on and so forth. The different things are available to you. Another very cool thing is when you go ahead and actually create a Hostinger account, you get a free domain name that's part of the plan, right? So you don't have to actually go ahead and buy a domain. And then basically you can go ahead and choose a plan, and you don't necessarily have to have 48-month terms. You can go ahead and choose, for example, 12 months, or you can go ahead and even choose a 1 month plan. So if we say 12 months right here, we can see that we're getting a free domain for 1 year. However, if you choose 48 months, you get a free domain plus 2 months free. All right. So there are incentives over here that Hostinger is giving you. And again, you get a 75% discount. All right. So they have very, very affordable pricing for all kinds of different needs and terms. Now, with that said, the final thing I want to go ahead and talk about is Hostinger's key selling points. I want to go ahead and talk about what they have, what you will get if you go ahead and choose Hostinger. So we can see that with every Hostinger plan, you get a 30-day money back guarantee. So if you don't like it, you can go ahead and refund it. You get a free domain. You even get free website migration. So if your WordPress website is currently with a different web host, you can migrate it for free. You get a one-click install to WordPress. So it's a very straightforward process to actually go ahead and install WordPress. And we can see over here that they have daily and weekly backups. So basically the host will back up your WordPress website for you. So if there's anything that goes down, you can always just recover it. There's 99.9% uptime guarantee, so your WordPress website will basically never go down. You get a free SSL certificate. This is basically an encryption certificate that you can go ahead and put onto your website that shows trust and proof. And you get website builders directly with Hostinger. So they have a whole bunch of amazing features and functionalities, guys. It's a web host that I use myself. It's one that I recommend. And that's why I wanted to make this video for you. So if you found this video educational, then go ahead and press the like button and share it with your friends. And if you're interested in more content like this, then go ahead and check out my channel. I have all kinds of videos on WordPress plugins, hosts, and how to make WordPress website. That being said, I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Bye for now.